All right, we are continuing ranking everybody, like, sub, all that good stuff. Like I said before, just thought this would be a good idea to give the people a good idea where my head's at, who I like, who I dislike, what are my opinions on the general scope of hip hop. Just so you get to know me a little bit better. So yeah, like I said, like, sub, all that good stuff. Right now, S tier, we got M, Nas, Royce, Wayne, Game. I thought on it a little bit. I think I might put Ti back in S tier. No, I take it back. I'm not. I'm leaving him at A tier. I'll put him at like the tippy top of A tier because I think, because like for me, S tier, you got to have everything. You got to have the consistency. You got to have the quality albums, the classics, the hits. I don't know if I want to include hits. I don't know about hits, but like hits as far as like okay, you got to have diversity. You got to have a bunch of stuff. I don't know about hits, just because that's like, just because they're hits doesn't mean they're good songs. And then also something becoming hit, there's so many other factors as far as like money and promotion and stuff like that. So like that's kind of unfair to keep somebody at S tier just because they don't have a certain amount of hits or whatever. I'm taking Ti out of S tier because I don't think he has in Marshall Mathers LP, an Illmatic, a Book of Ryan, Allegory, Carter, whatever, documentary, Doctor's Advocate. Um, like I don't think he has an album that good yet, like a body of work that good. But he does have like wonderful bodies of work. And like I said, even his recent stuff, Dime Trap, I think is amazing. 2018, phenomenal. But yeah, I just think he has everything else though. He has all the hits, he has consistency, the longevity, the rapping ability. He has everything. I just think he's missing like one or two of those, like it was written quality albums, you know what I mean? And I think honestly, I still think he has that potential. Like he's still very good. He just released a preview today. Um, he just released a preview today. I'm blanking. He released a preview today, um, talking about it was Pharrell. Sorry, I'm sorry. I don't know what just happened there. Ignore me. But with Pharrell, it's a song produced by Pharrell. He cut his dreads off or whatever. I forgot he had them. So yeah, Ti's at the tip top. Tech Nine, I think I want to put Tech Nine in that S tier because he has some really good projects. I think he's kind of in the same boat as Ti though. It's just kind of like it's almost there. He's like right on the edge. Kendrick, same thing. He's just missing that like classic album. Jay, I think it was that versatility that I think I would need a little bit more of. I feel like with these guys, you can hear them on anything. Nas, I think is probably these three, M, Royce, and Wayne, are the most versatile out of this five. But even then, I just feel like I get a lot more versatility than Jay. Yeah. Okay. So let's continue. It's just a little A tier, S tier recap a little bit. Let's see who we have here. Also, I know NBA Youngboy's not on here. If I'm missing anybody that's not on here, I didn't make this list. I didn't put this together. So somebody else put it together. If they miss somebody, let me know. I can add the pictures and add them to the thing myself. Probably at the end. There's a lot of faces of Vince Staples. I really like Vince Staples currently. I actually didn't like Vince Staples when he first came out. But he's grown on me. He was just too, I wouldn't say weird. But it just wasn't, I think it was just too, I don't even know if experimental or like weird or strange is the word. I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. It wasn't connecting with me. But recently his self-titled album, Vince Staples, I forgot what that one album's called, but it's just like dark. It's a very dark. Is it called Dark Times or something like that? I don't remember. But that album's very good. I like that one a lot. So yeah, he's been dropping some really good music. I think B tier safe. I listen to him a lot. It's just like a safe tier, you know. I need to move some people up. It's like it just feels strange. Lupe's A tier. I'm tripping. Lupe's A tier. I just want to look for any like obvious, like they don't even belong here type of people, you know. I would do Rhapsody, but I think she needs more bodies of work. She needs a little bit more. I might move Hobson down. I used to like Hobson a lot, but I just feel like he doesn't rap as much anymore. But I can't discount what he has done just because he doesn't rap as much anymore. Oh man, I want to listen to Hobson again. Um, everything he did with Funk Volume, super instrumental. Yeah, he belongs in BT. He belongs here. Um, Nipsey. Yeah, this is strong. This is a very strong beat here. Very strong beat here. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm happy with this. Crook. I'm so iffy on Crook. Cause like Crook could be like, oh my gosh. No, I'm leaving here. I can. Yeah, the mixtape series. Yeah, okay, okay. We'll reorganize later. I keep saying that, but we will reorganize later. That's a mouthful. Danny Brown, Lil Baby. Let's just get people. We gotta get people out of the way. I'm yapping too much. Lil Baby. I listen to him from time to time. It's solid T. Um, is Lil Baby higher than C? Then I would have to move Chains up for the strength of this. I want C to be strong too. Like this is still strong. Like none of these guys like suck or anything like or bad or anything. They just maybe I just don't listen to them that frequently or whatever. Like Lil Baby I actually think is good. Um, but I just I'm not the big maybe I do like Lil Baby. I like Chains too. I like a lot of these guys. Ooh, this is hard. This is this is hard. This is, um, LL Cool J. This is okay. This is where it's getting a little difficult. Now we're getting into like the '80s and stuff. Um, because LL obviously he raps well. His last album was actually pretty good. At the time he's one of the best rappers in the world. So, but like longevity, I don't think he has the longevity. Yeah. Yeah. And the music is also, to be frank, it's dated. It sounds like music from the '80s, but he was the best at the time. But even his last album, I thought it was really good. I have it on vinyl. His last album's really good. It's not. I don't think he assimilates to the current sound perfectly, but he does well enough to where it's a good album. Um, Overall, I think B tier. I would have to listen to more of his like 2000 stuff, but like from what I have heard, it's kind of saying it's cool. Um, yeah, is that bad? Is that like a sin? Did I just commit a sin? Admittedly, I haven't listened to Jadakiss's albums that much, but I have listened to like obviously I've heard Jadakiss a lot just growing up. Like one of the people I grew up on, heard a ton of verses, heard a ton of songs. I just never. I don't know if I've ever sat down and listened to like a full Jadakiss album. Maybe I should do that. But from what I have heard, he raps extremely well. Music. Actually, yes, I have. What am I? I'm tripping. Yes, I have. But musically, I don't know if he's within this A tier. I think, yeah. I don't. Yeah. Ooh, this one's hard. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Cannabis, similar boat, except I think Jadakiss raps better and makes way better music. So for that reason, C. Obviously a legendary lyricist, but like musically is just not doesn't really connect with me. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. I don't want to rag on him at all because he is a legend, but you know, Immortal Technique, I haven't listened to him. Like skill wise, I know where he's at. Like I've listened to a lot of them, but like musically, I don't think like I'd have to listen to more of them to rank him. I think um, what he can rap extremely well. Like to be clear, Future. And I'll go back to a lot of these guys and listen to them and then maybe rank them in a future video, like a revisitation or something. Maybe like next week or something, or a week after that, or sometime, just at some point in life. Future, not a fan. but he's not F. He's not. Yeah, he's better than these guys, but not by much. Um, Nelly, kind of similar boat. Just side. He has the hits and stuff. Prodigy. Who is that? Who is that? I don't know a lot of these people. So okay. Young Thug. We got Young Thug. I've heard a few Young Thug features that I'm like, this is pretty good. Other than that, I think I'm usually hovering around the D range. Yeah. Oh, Biggie. Okay, Biggie. Here's a heavy hitter. No pun intended. We're gonna get to Big Pun too, if I haven't already. Um, Big Pun's kind of in the same boat as Lauryn Hill. It's like unfortunately he only has one project, so there's only so much you can do with that, right? Big, he has two projects, two all-time classic projects. So it's like two Lauryn Hills. Um, Storytelling immaculate, vivid, paints pictures, does the horrorcore, has the hits, has the boom bap, has everything, versatility, two back-to-back greatest of all time albums. I can put him A tier. And even like the unreleased stuff is fire. Dead Wrong with Eminem. Like, come on, what are we doing? Or top of B. He'd be either be like top of B or he'd be. I'm trying to think of anybody in B tier. No, I mean DMX. I don't think DMX's albums are as good as Biggie's though. Yeah, I don't think anybody in B tier is messing with Biggie. But I do think these guys compete with Biggie. So yeah, I'm comfortable putting Biggie in A tier. Okay. Quick little sweep there. Cassidy. Cassidy kind of in the same boat as Cannabis for me. Yeah. Who is that? Who is that? Is that the person that made the post, bro? Who is that? Is that JPEG Mafia? That's JPEG Mafia, right? Jim Jones kind of in the same boat as Jadakiss, where it's like I actually don't think I've ever heard a full Jim Jones album, but obviously Dipset stuff. And then I've heard like singles and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna put them in. Haven't heard enough to vote, or not vote, but rank. Luda's dope. Does not get enough credit. Again, I don't think he has. I don't think he has bodies of work that are messing with these guys. No, yeah, he might actually. Yeah, no, I'm up. Yeah, no, yes, yes, yeah, it does. I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm thinking of like the older stuff. Um, but yeah, he can still rap. He raps really well to this day. Kid Cudi is kind of very hit or miss for me. Kind of very. Um, am I? He's very hit or miss for me. I'd put him in C, but he'd be like upper C. Like sometimes it's great, sometimes it's like, oh, this is trash, and it's like, but it's rarely like garbage. You know, like I have heard some garbage Kid Cudi, but for the most part, it's usually good. Um, yeah. Yep. Okay, what is next, boys? What is next? Scarface. I just haven't heard enough. I've heard tracks, you know, I've heard songs, but I have to listen to like some full albums. Pun. He's in that Lauryn Hill boat. So I'm just gonna put her next to Lauryn Hill, you know. Where's Lauryn Hill? Oh, up here. She's an A? Oh, she's in B. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fair. Had the potential to be higher up, but didn't stick around long enough, unfortunately. Danny Brown is dope. I just listened to his last album. That was actually pretty good. At first I didn't like him. Maybe he was just too out there and he grew on me eventually. So I'm Detroit. I'm from Detroit, so there is no bias when I say Danny Brown's probably in B. He's probably in B. I mean, he has a ton of cult classics, Triple X. I forgot what else. I forgot the names of things. I'm bad with names. But oh my god, why do people text me? Why do people text me? You know, like. Okay, I'm not answering that right now. Okay. Busta Rhymes, super underrated. Um, that one album he dropped, probably like 2020. It's like Black and White, Extermination Level Event 2, I want to say. Computer's freezing. Don't know why it's freezing. You can't see me. I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm doing things with my hands. There we go. I don't know why it's doing that. Whatever. Just pay attention to the screen and ignore me. Busta. B is fine. I don't think he's in that 8 here. Yeah, B is fine. B is fine. Let's get a couple more. Beanie Siegel. Haven't. Oh, I already put him in there. Okay. No idea who this is. E40. I haven't listened to enough of his albums to do that. DOC, Cameron, and these are like legendary names. But if I haven't listened to like a full length album from you, I don't think it's fair to judge. Like I have ideas where I'd place them just based on the rapping ability, but this isn't strictly based on rapping ability, right? So it's not fair. Chief Keef, he's not a very good rapper. He's influential for sure. Was it a good influence? Debate that in the comments. It's not a good rapper. Um, hmm. Oh, Schoolboy Q. Um, the last few projects I thought were just eh. Blank Face, that's a classic, 2016. Does he have an argument for A? Blank Face is an all-time album for me. If somebody said that was the top 5 album of all time, I might be rolling. Um, it doesn't have the longevity yet. Also took a lot of time between Crash Talk and this last one. When did Crash Talk come out? And even then, Crash Talk was like, eh. Blue Lips to me was like, eh. But then he had like 3 more albums: Oxymoron, Blank Face, and Habits and Contradictions that were really good. Blank Face being an all-timer. That's not enough for A tier. They'll put him in B. He's next to Soul. That's fair. Is this Method Man? No, that's not Method Man. Who is that? What? He looks familiar, but that looks like a Wu-Tang member, and I'm blanking on the name. I'm bad with faces. I'm gonna say it a million more times. I'm horrible with faces. Zooming, enhancing, Offset. But actually, I didn't listen to Offset's last album, but I liked the one before that, his last solo album. The first solo album was eh. Second one I liked a lot. The last one I didn't listen to yet, but obviously the stuff with Migos. He can rap really well, actually. Put him in C. I can't put him above a lot of these guys, but yeah, this is strong. This feels like, if you aside from these two, this looks like his group. You know what I mean? This looks like his peers. Yeah. And then we'll do Killer Mike. Killer Mike's interesting because he has Run the Jewels. Run the Jewels, it's a legendary group at this point, a duo. Not a huge fan of the solo stuff. Even the one that won a Grammy, I didn't really rate it. That was like the most English sounding thing I've ever said, but I meant like literally rate it like or rank it in my album of the year conversation. Like I just wasn't that big of a fan, honestly. He can rap though. Run the Jewels. B tier. B is fair. Do I want to do one more? Make sure you like, sub, all that good stuff. Rakim's interesting. He has those. I'm putting him A tier. I think Rakim's an easy A tier. He doesn't have the longevity that these guys have, but he has the classic albums. He has the impact, obviously, the influence, especially at the time. I think he pretty much has every versatility. I don't know. You know, these guys you hear on every single type of track, but at the same time, hip hop was in its like infancy at the stage Rakim. You know, he evolved it along with some others, but so it's hard. It's hard to rank a guy like that. So I think A tier is safe. I think A tier is safe for Rakim. But yeah, I think we can. It's 20 minutes. We can stop it there. Like, sub, all that good stuff, and I will continue on with this ranking some other time. Now we're getting to a lot of artists that I either don't like or I don't know. So honestly, we're probably narrowing this down. So like sub, I like good stuff.